All right. Sunday, Mother's Day, May 14th, 2017. This Big Bob. How are ya? Good to see you. Thumbs up. Yay. Fingers up. Now, Mother's Day. Mother's Day. It's a great tradition that we have, and Father's Day is coming up soon, too. For the mothers in my life, I've got lots of mothers. I made some calls, I did some texting, I acknowledged the mothers that I could, but my main task was to acknowledge the mother that's in the home I live in, and that home, this mother is doing a great job. She's not a perfect person, that's for sure, but who is perfect? Tomorrow's word's going to be totally Jesus. Yeah, that's what we'll be tomorrow. But for today, Mother's Day. Now, we're acknowledging mothers. Mothers do so much more than we can ever describe, and mothers are amazing. Moms have seemingly an unlimited amount of patience and kindness and gentleness and self-control. Well, at least that's what they're supposed to have. And on Mother's Day, it's almost like a Christmas day for moms. We get a little bright out here. I'm going to put these glasses on. Sorry, Ma. All right, there we go. Yeah, all right. So, the mother in my life wanted to have a garden. Now, before, about 3 days ago, the area where the garden was full of debris from the construction of the new art studio out in the back. That's another change. I've been getting so much encouragement, really, and Judah Smith's one of them. Boy, see, I tell you, I haven't coughed in a long time. All of a sudden I start the Devo and Hackaroonie comes up here. So it dawned on me that the Casa del Green is really about art. It's about expressing. I built a long story, really. Well, we got some time. But it dawned on me that I really should call my shop should be a studio, because it's an art studio. It's a place where I create art. I have a lot of supplies. I have all kinds of different methods of creating art. Collages and fences and gates and the way I paint things. At the end of the Casa del Green, people think, oh, you're so controlling. You're just controlling. No, I'm not controlling. I'm inspired, and I have a vision of how things are going to be in my art, in my creation. Controlling would be going over to the neighbors. Open up! I'm here to take care of you, buddy. Let's go. Open up. This is Artist Bob, and I'm here to straighten you out. Here to pump you up. Remember? So, no, I'm not going around trying to tell other people how to do their art. It'd be like if you were in that little classroom like we used to be years ago, remember? And you did your little art project, but then you started grabbing Sally's and Jimmy's and Johnny's and Margaret and Michelle, and you grabbed all the art pieces, and I'll do it, I can do it all. No, that's not the point. That would be controlling, that would be obsessive, that would be sick. But for me to want to have my palette and my art in my area a certain way, nothing wrong with that. So how do we get off on the art? I'm just trying to say that for Mother's Day, I know why, because I changed the name. The Lord gave me a real, I felt like it wasn't, probably was a word, gave me just, I heard that word in my ear, studio. Because I was sitting there last night, and I made pickets, a lot of pickets. Nixon's gotta go, Nixon's gotta go. A little late, pal, he's been gone for 40 years. But pickets, like in a fence, and I have them like, real narrow like this, and I take a regular dog-eared plank that looks like nothing. At Home Depot, it's like Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Dog ear planks. Dime a dozen. Wish they were a dime a dozen. That would save you some money. They're more like $1.47. But in any case, so I'm there. I got my table saw going. Thank the Lord. Oh, that table saw. What a blessing it is to have table saw. I thought this is Mother's Day. Well, it's getting there. I'm telling a story here. So I'm running the planks through the table saw. I got myself a little T pusher here. You know, it's a 1 by 1, a little one by one with a little handle on it, and I'm pushing the plank through. And I've never done this before. The Lord has really blessed me with my studio at this point. I have a nice table. It's a sitting table. I have a standing table and I got a sitting table. On the sitting table, I had the wood and I have the saw. And everything there is, now I can see where that sound's came from. There's a big truck up here and it keeps having a rumbling sound like thunder. I'm like, what the world's going on? And now I can see where it's coming from. I keep thinking, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Did my hood fall off? And the guy behind me wants to push. Rod Sterling in Twilight Zone had one. It was an episode. It was called Push. And the guy finally, I think he just the stress got him. You know, he really was a healthy guy, but I thought it was Mother's Day. Okay, so I'm pushing through the planks. Then I had a master key, a pattern, so I would mark it with my Sharpie, pull my Sharpie out. Then I put the plank back on the skill saw to go neek, cut them all up. Then I have all these planks, and then I was able, I put the rails in. I had just the right kind of 2x4s I needed to put the rails in. So I got the rails hung up in there really nicely. And I started laying the pickets in. And it's funny because I used to be real like, oh, we gotta measure it, you know, we gotta measure it, we gotta level it. But now I'm like, you know what? Good enough for government work, as my dad used to say. Good enough for the artist, because it doesn't have to be perfect. And so I put all those in. Then I just felt like I was really in the flow yesterday for Mother's Day. So I built Mama a wonderful, wonderful garden. I built her a wonderful, wonderful garden. Wow, somebody's doing something there. This guy has got the whole thing blocked there. Blocked the whole freeway here all of a sudden. So and these people over here don't have any idea. It's called a traffic brake. The guy, Highway Patrol guy, was going sideways. I've never seen that before. He really wanted to make sure they stopped. So Mama got their garden, and then she started drawing lavender and mint and all these beautiful flowers. This gal went to art school, and she knows how to do art. It's amazing. And then she planted mounds, and she had flowers. And the reason we had to build a fence is we got this giant dog. And this dog is, the biggest dog you've ever seen in your life, and the scaredy cat of this dog. This dog is a scaredy cat. Yeah, meow. He's just a scaredy cat. He'll come around and be nice to me, but if you approach him, I think that somehow the dog was not treated quite right, because it's very unusual that the dog wouldn't be just a nice little doggy boy and just want to come along, and he wants to be part of the family. Like my hat, by the way, my mother gave it to me. No, I just wore this because I thought, well, it looks kind of like I have dreadlocks or something, or I got some kind of Jewish curls or something going on here. So what did you do for your mother for Mother's Day? We all should do something for the mothers in our life. The way that this mother explained it was, she said that women go through that 9 months and produce the baby. They have to carry the baby. The baby is kicking and screaming and crying and having hiccups. I know my son Micah, who is going to be 18 here in a few months, he had hiccups. And Yanni probably. No, he had hiccups. And we could hear him in the mama. And then when he came out, he still had hiccups. And he had hiccups from time to time. It wasn't quite as bad as that one girl. She was on the Today Show, and she'd had hiccups for a month or something. It was like really crazy. And she finally got better, and then, I don't know, she did something really weird, and she was back in the news again for, I remember that, it was something. Alright, so, some mothers, if they get no acknowledgement, they can be devastated, quote, devastated. Well, that's where we fit in back to tomorrow. The Devo for tomorrow is going to be totally Jesus. If we are putting all of our eggs, from Easter of course, if we're putting all of our eggs into the Jesus basket, if we're putting all of our hope into Jesus, if we're putting all of our faith in Jesus, and then we're baking the cookies, we're serving other people, we're doing all that we can to be a blessing to everybody, then you know what? Whether we get acknowledged on Mother's Day or not, we're not going to be devastated, because we may be disappointed. I went to a Mother's Day event one time, long time ago, and two sisters got into it. And these two sisters were, and it was over something pretty simple. It was a simple little point that was being made, and then the other one said something, and then the other one laughed, and it was just like, really? That was not the way to do Mother's Day, I don't think, but it really wasn't it was not a direct result of an action by either one of the sisters. It was one of the little children had done something. Then the one sister felt that, it was pretty obvious. I mean, it shouldn't have happened. That was real clear. And then the other sister didn't really come up and step up to be as strong a parent as the first sister. And so I thought, wow, that was an amazing Mother's Day. Poor mama. And this mother, I got to tell you, this mother, gold bond mother. She was gold seal mother, housekeeping mother. She was just so, she did not get excited. She just kind of mellow and very cool. And of course I was mellow and cool, because it wasn't my business to jump in there and, and the winner is, no. Jesus mother. There's a segment of the body of Christ that puts a lot of emphasis 24/7 on Jesus mother, Mary, and the Mother Mary, and all the wonderfulness of Mary. Well, that's all good and fine, but the real fact of the matter is that Mary was a human being, and she was a vessel chosen by God to do the work of bringing God into the world in flesh, and just do a Bible study of the Mother of God and see what you come up with. It's amazing, just amazing. Alright, well, I'm going to go. Time to wrap up. You can call me if you like. We'd like to get together this week. You can call me at 213-713-8954 or 8954green@att.net. On the Twitter, it's Mr. Bob at BobBob895, Bob. Or, of course, on Twitter, it's Mr. Bob at BobBob895. All right, guys, love you so much. I'm going to go build a fence today, and so I'm on my way. Yeah, baby, I'm going to get this fence going. Going to Home Depot, going to get the supplies, and then we're on our way. All righty. And then remember, in August, we're going to have our barbecue potluck for Bob's 60th. Hope you'll join us. Plan on just taking a Saturday in August and being there. And let's see, what else is there? Oh yeah, if you just accepted Jesus, then get to a Bible-believing church and start talking to people about God. Keep reading God's Word. I'll see you tomorrow, everybody. I love you so much. Happy Mother's Day.